What is Himawari's potential really like? We all focus on the fact that Kurama is now inside her, and she's not just a Jinchuriki, but something more. According to Kurama himself, Himawari is more similar to him and the other tailed beasts. In other words, in some sense she is closer to a tailed beast than to an ordinary human, and that means colossal amounts of chakra and new forms of cloaks that we have not yet seen. But what interests me more is her other side, the Hyuga genes. We know that if you take the Byakugan of the main branch of the clan and saturate it with Otsutsuki's chakra, you can awaken the Tenseigan, and in theory, this should work not only in Toneri's case. Look, Boruto lost his right eye, the one that had the Jogan, and logically he should no longer have access to its power. Yes, the Jogan does not exist in the manga, but right now I am talking specifically about the anime. He lost the eye, yet in the very first episode we see that the Jogan is still present, just like in his childhood. In the manga, when Boruto uses karma, he is able to use Momoshiki's Byakugan. This means that the same principle of chakra saturation works here as in the case of the Tenseigan. By using Momoshiki's eye, Boruto essentially fills it with his own chakra and gains access to the power of the Jogan. Therefore, if you saturate the Byakugan with unique chakra, you can awaken a completely new eye. Do you see where I'm going with this? Himawari already has the Byakugan and the chakra of Kurama, who is part of the divine tree. What will happen if her eyes are saturated with Biju chakra? This should inevitably affect their evolution and lead either to the awakening of the Tenseigan or to the emergence of something entirely new. This is exactly the potential that interests me. Otsutsuki eyes are unique by nature and always evolve under the influence of new chakra and genes, and Himawari has more than enough of these factors: Uzumaki blood, Otsutsuki heritage from both parents, and possibly something else from Minato, who also belong to a clan that has not been fully revealed. With such genes and Biju chakra, her Byakugan is simply destined to evolve. Perhaps this will only work while using Kurama's cloak or under certain conditions, but the transformation should happen, especially since the conflict in Boruto now revolves around the evolution of the Ten Tails. That is why I am sure her eyes will gain a different power. Moreover, it still has not been explained why her personality changes when the Byakugan is activated. Earlier, I proposed a theory about a connection to Kaguya, but so far this has not been revealed, so all that remains is to wait for answers from the authors, and I'll be waiting for you in the comments to discuss everything you heard in this video. Good luck to everyone, and goodbye.